Now, we all know how it feels. You're on a date and things are going well. The girl showed up, she's dressed well, you're having a nice conversation, she's smiling, she's holding eye contact. There's a little bit of sexual tension. And then it comes to your mind, like, you should eventually kiss her. You should go for the kiss. You should, kiss close, as we said, back in the pickup days. In this super short video, I just wanted to share my 2 cents on kissing on first dates. Is it important? How to go for the kiss and so on. So if you faced that issue before, that you are on a date and you don't really know how to escalate, because maybe you're a bit more on the introverted side, which I'm for sure, and I always had that problem when I was on dates early on. And stick around, and I'm just gonna share my ideas about it.
I'll help you, but it's gonna cost you
What?
a kiss.
First, let's talk about the psychology around the kiss. Why is it such a big deal anyway? Why are, us dating coaches in general, everybody who's dating, so obsessed about going for the kiss? Well, it does have value. It is important because really it separates you in that one moment from, are you just a friendly guy hanging out with a girl on a date, or are you a potential partner, a potential lover, a sexual prospect, right? And in that one split second where your lips touch her lips, it's kind of being decided. It's like, yep, she's into me. She might want to have sex with me. So there's definitely value on it. And there is an art around getting to the kiss. How do we get to the kiss? Really, when you think about it, it happens when she's comfortable enough to do it. Because in the male versus female, or not versus, but male meeting female dynamic, obviously she's on the perceiving end and we are more the guy pushing for it. It would be unusual, I would say. It did happen to me, but let's say majorly it would be unusual for the girl going for the kiss, right? It just doesn't make sense. It's definitely the masculine job, the masculine who goes for it. She's on the perceiving end. She has the choice to accept it or to reject it. And we're going to talk about rejection a bit later. But first of all, how can we improve our odds? How can we make sure that she wants the kiss? Well, there's the old, pickup strategies, techniques, which is like, okay, get her comfortable to your touch, touch her on the shoulder and then touch her on the cheek a little bit, or touch her hair or whatever it was. And then basically you like tricking her into thinking your touch feels really good, or even connected to like powerful words. That's one way of seeing it, and there is truth to that. But really, what is the bigger picture? What is the macro space when we zoom out? And it's really about, well, does she feel comfortable with you? And can she imagine to go further with you after the kiss? Because every woman knows once she kisses the guy, he might get more aroused. And he does get that big green check mark of, she likes me. I should move forward. I should now touch her. I should maybe, escalate further. Maybe we should leave this venue and go home and have sex. So she knows that. She's obviously very aware of that. And then she needs to be aware, well, what do I want to give him that check mark? Do I want to give him that very obvious confirmation that I'm open to something sexual? She needs to be careful with that. And she will only do that when she can imagine more than just a kiss in most cases. So what do we need to do as guys to make her want that, to make her want more than just a kiss? Overall, we need to come off as relaxed, comfortable, being able to deal with rejection. And mainly when it comes to touch and escalation, we want to give her the idea that it will feel good, right? The woman will make the decision on an emotional level. Does it feel right or does it not feel right? And of course, the words we're saying play a part in it, and how we, convey our personality with words. But really, it's a lot of emotional stuff. So, for example, how do we welcome her on the date? Do we give her a friendly smile? Do we give her a hug coming into it? Are we already warm? Do we lead with love, so to say? Or is it quite structured, quite cold? Maybe we look at our phone. Maybe we're a bit nervous. Maybe we're not sure what's going to happen. We're not taking leadership. We're putting pressure on her that way. Or maybe we're blaming her for being late. Or maybe we're meeting her in an awkward spot. Or just the logistics aren't very good. Basically, are we doing our job as a man already early on in the date? And then are we continuing to make her relaxed and make her feel comfortable throughout the date? To give her the idea, this guy has got it handled, right? This guy knows what's going on. This guy will make me feel good. And this guy will maybe fuck me really good. And then after he fucked me, he cuddles me really good, and he makes me a tea, and he, snuggles up to me, or he will call me an Uber home, and so on. Like, these could be thoughts that she's already thinking way before she's deciding to kiss you or not. Comfort is one thing. The counterpart to that is, can you hold pressure? Can you look her in the eyes in a seductive way? Can you put some pressure on her with the way you talk, the way you give herself, the way you're not leaning into her, the way you're grounded, the way you ask her maybe difficult questions and poke a bit? That's the other thing, which basically shows you have standards, right? You're not so needy. You're not just here just to get to the kiss. You actually also in a deciding position. You're not just the dude who hopes to get something at the end of the night because you're paying for the dinner or whatever you're up to. There is this balance of you are strong in your masculine and you know what you want, and you show that, you communicate that through your words and your body language, but also you're really comforting, you're inviting, and then once she does give you a little bit of interest, you reward that in a good way. I know that could sound a bit vague here now, but imagine your last few dates. Like, have you been the grounded masculine that, lived on both sides of that spectrum? And remember, we don't need to nail this every time perfectly. She showed up to the date after all. She likes you. The competition is probably quite weak, especially these days where guys are just playing video games and swiping on Tinder and just living at their mom's basement or whatever. So if you're like a guy who's presentable and smells good and is groomed and takes her to an okay place or some experience or something interesting, or gives her some better experience that she would have otherwise or with someone else, you're already doing great. So let's assume you're doing all this right and you create comfort, you're touching her a little bit, you can look her in the eyes, there's flirtation, you maybe talk about sexual topic and she's open for it. Eventually, it should just feel right to go for the kiss. Like, it should never feel like a big jump, right? It should almost feel like she's waiting for it. She should almost wonder, why is he not kissing me yet? Maybe you even acted like you will kiss her, but then you just give her a little kiss on the cheek and she thought that's really sexy because you could have kissed her in that moment, but you didn't. And that created even more tension, but it also kind of made you both understand that it will happen, but now you're deciding when it happens, and that's really powerful because now you're in control. I hope you know what I mean here. Now, it could still happen that even though everything is right, she rejects you. And what does rejection mean? She won't be like, ew, right? If you've done all these steps right, she won't be like shocked that you want to kiss her. She will just maybe turn away, smile, or do like a or something like that. That could have many reasons. Maybe she doesn't like to kiss in public. Maybe she just got a message of her ex-boyfriend and her mood just shifted. Maybe she wants to just tease you. Maybe that's her way of doing stuff. Maybe she wants to test you, seeing how you can handle rejection. In all cases, the most important thing is that you just stay relaxed, that you stay comfortable, that it's not a big deal for you. Because remember, you're having a beautiful date. You're having a good time. You're already escalating on her. You stuck around because you enjoy her company genuinely. If you don't enjoy her company, you should end the date. You should leave after 20 minutes, right? I mean, there's no shame in saying, hey, I got a lot of work. I really need to get up early tomorrow. It was really cool meeting you, but I really need to get home. I hope to see you soon. And then you can just never text her again. That's fine, right? That is in your power. And as a man who is respecting his time, his attention, his money, his focus, that is definitely an option. But let's assume it's going great. You like her. She's cute. There's something about her. The only thing where she then kind of like pulled back is when you went for the kiss. No big deal. Because she's also still around. She also didn't make up an excuse and her dog is sick or her friend needs help and she needs to call an Uber now. So just assume it's going well and she's just teasing you a little bit, and she also wants to be in control, and it's this beautiful dance of masculine and female. So just understand that it's not a big deal. Deal with it gracefully. Also, let's say a makeout works. You kissing her, it's sexy, it's sexual. Maybe you get really hard. Maybe you grab her ass and she's moaning a bit. Maybe she even starts touching your dick. Whatever. Great, right? Take her home, take her somewhere private, escalate further if you want. Seems like it's going well. But again, don't think like just because she said yes to that level of escalation will automatically mean she will keep saying yes. What is true for the rejection of the kiss keeps being true for every form of rejection, and you always want to stay chill, and you always want to remember all the good times you had with her. Stay appreciative. Don't get needy. Don't get salty if suddenly you got everything you wanted and then just at the end you didn't, right? That's a bad way to seeing it, of like, oh, I didn't get to f*** her. Like, I had a good bar experience when we cuddled and I learned something about females, and I had fun, and I got cool photos, and we kissed and we touched, and I felt really good and I felt like a man, but then I didn't get to put my dick in her pussy. It's like, okay, you know, if that's what you're so focused on, then you should recalibrate of what's even important for you when it comes to dating. Conclusion is, it is a vital skill for you as a man to have, to go for the kiss and to escalate in general, and to be masculine and to be grounded and to know what to do and to be in control with that. Otherwise, they will just roll over you and they will not respect you, and you will not get the results you actually want in dating. It's definitely something you can learn. Takes a bit of time, takes guidance, takes self-reflection, maybe takes a coach if you want to work with us. Yeah, it mainly just takes a bigger funnel of girls in the first place that consider going on a date with you, so you end up on more dates, so you can practice more, so you can reflect more, and you will improve your skills and so on. So the first step is, in my opinion, meeting more ladies. The best way to meet more ladies is through cold approach. If you want to watch me cold approach, I did a free guide where I analyzed 3 of my approaches I did this summer in Barcelona in detail. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, just start meeting more girls so you can go on more dates, so you can kiss more girls and learn more. Yeah, that was just a quick video on that because many guys asked me about kissing. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if it resonates, and I'll see you in the next video.